From the Opubco Studios at Britain and Broadway, you're listening to a News OK podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to your first 2009 Comics podcast.
That's correct.
I'm Matt Price. I'm here with Kyle Roberts. We're going to talk about three of the comics that came out this week here. And I'm going to start off with Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips' Incognito. You know these guys as the creative team behind Sleeper, which has actually been optioned for a movie by Tom Cruise. And you know them as the creative team behind Criminal, multiple Eisner-winning book, and recently named one of the top 10 best comic books of 2008 by me. And this is their new book, Incognito. It's gonna, while they're taking a break from Criminal, they're gonna do some of these issues. It stars Zach Overkill, a former supervillain now in witness protection, who finds himself dissatisfied with his new boring life. So far, it's really pretty good. I mean, if you really like the dark crime noir of Criminal, this is along those same lines. What they're doing here is kind of a pulp pastiche, and in fact, like they do in Criminal, with information in the back about related tie-ins, they're going to see that sort of same kind of thing in Incognito as they talk about the pulp influences on comics. So
it almost has kind of a pop art look to it as well.
So I think if you want some of the best writing and art on the stands, one issue in, I'm sold on Incognito. I'm going to keep following it. More superhero-y than what they were doing in Criminal, but still very solid work.
Sweet.
All right, now let's move on to Batman, Last Rites. Second part of the two-part story by Denny O'Neil, the longtime Batman writer and editor. And this shows Nightwing having to step up as Batman not on the scene. So we've got a pseudo Two-Face, we've got missing diamonds, and we've got Nightwing trying to deal with the loss of his mentor.
Yeah, and we don't really know what happened
to
Batman, I guess, but he's gone, and Nightwing, I think the key part of this issue is he really feels like he's starting to kind of take that place, even though he never wants to really take the place of Batman, and I don't think he ever will, but he's really filling in that role of what Gotham needs.
Right, and I'm sure this will continue in the Battle for the Cowl miniseries by Tony Daniel, and of course what's going on with Batman will be further explained in Final Crisis, which is coming out shortly. So art is by Gillum March, who I think does a solid job, and the cover is by Alex Ross, with the Bat Signal and Commissioner Gordon there.
Sweet.
And then we're going to close up with, I think, Kyle's favorite comic book character of all time, Wolverine, Old Man Logan. And if you've been waiting for the gloves to come off, this is the issue. Mark Miller cuts loose. There is mayhem galore.
Yeah.
So
the claws come out, but it's backflash.
It's a back to when Wolverine decided he was going to become a pacifist. Why did that happen? Well, there's a whole lot of carnage,
a whole lot of blood, a whole lot of rage.
Yeah, I did not completely buy everything that happened in this issue. I thought some of it was really tough to believe, given what we know of the characters involved.
Which is kind of how this whole story
has been. Yeah. But you got to give major props to McNiven for continuing to draw really nice-looking characters here. He's one of the best artists we've got, I think, working at Marvel Comics right now.
Yeah, I like this a whole lot. This is my favorite of the three. It's really important to the storyline.
Right.
They're basically just kind of talking this whole episode in a bar.
Yeah. Probably
the flashback.
Probably the most key issue of what's happened so far as figuring out why the storyline has progressed as it has. So, yeah.
Okay.
So you would say Old Man Logan. I'd give my vote to Incognito. Both pretty heavy on the violence this week. So people are letting out their post-holiday rage, I guess. So anyway, thanks for joining us again for the Comics Podcast. For Kyle Roberts, I am Matt Price, and thanks for watching.